defensive linemen all season have been talking about when they come, it's going to come in bunches. What was the difference today with the pass rush?
Well, I think it came in bunches. I think there were some things that really happened. I think our guys really took it to heart. We had a good week. A lot of good things have happened. And I think our young corners stepped up today as well. I thought our young safety, I thought Trey Boston played a solid football game as well. Getting Leonard Johnson in the mix, I think, seemed to energize that group as well. He came off the edge, blitzed a couple times, did some nice things. So, again, I think it all kind of goes hand in hand. When you're covering, and it helps the guys up front, and the guys up front are doing well. They're helping the guys in coverage.
How key were the blitzes that Sean used?
I thought Sean mixed it up very nicely and did the things that we needed to do and to give ourselves a chance to get after the quarterback. I thought mixing it up and showing the way that we did as far as our linebackers and our nickel and our safeties involved, I thought that really helped and was very beneficial to giving us a chance to get after the quarterback.
The play early there with the forced strip sack and the fumble for a touchdown, that's something y'all been emphasizing. How did that kind of set the tone for you guys?
Well, I think it set the tone knowing that our guys, the truth of the matter, it was third down. So no matter how you look at it, we were going to get off the field. And it just turned out that the ball was there. It's something we emphasize, something we work on. We've been working on since I've been here. And I thought the players, play. We tell them scoop the ball up, and we'll let the referees look at it and see what it looks at on tape, and it worked to our benefit.
You always want to stop the run, but stopping them today, I think,
without a doubt, they've got a tremendous running attack, Bill, and I think that it was one of the important things that we needed to do up front. And I thought our defensive line got off on the ball excellent, and again, it's something that we need to do to carry forward as we get ready for our next football game.
You guys stay away from the long ball, maybe one or two attempts, but quick, short passes early. Did that help get going?
It did. I thought it helped Cam get into a rhythm. I thought he controlled things very nicely. And one thing he wanted to do, he wanted to run the ball. And that's his edge, as he told you guys that on Monday. And that's who he is. That's the type of quarterback he is. He brings energy to who we are as a football team, and he did some things that really helped us.
Of course, Thomas gets the credit with the touchdown, but it seemed like everything started with Starr for you guys today. How do you evaluate his performance?
I thought our tackles all played well. Starr did have a big day, and I'm anxious to watch the tape so I can kind of focus in on and see who really stepped up. As a unit, I thought they played well. It was good to see Coney get in there and do some things. And, again, I really like what we were getting from that group of guys. And again, it's a reflection of I think, the growth and development of our secondary as well.
Ron, the play by Coney at the end, is that sort of what makes him kind of so tantalizing?
Yes, he's one of those guys that's got this natural feel. And again, I really think he's still on the come. He's a young guy who's got a lot to learn. But when he does get his game going, he can be a dynamic player for us.
Like he wasn't in much in the first half. Was that coach's decision?
No, it was pretty much just kind of rotational. We didn't start him today. We moved him around. We played him a lot on the left side. Looking back at one of the things that we saw from the evaluations that we did like a week ago was he's better from the left. Well, we got Charles Johnson who's playing great on the left as well. So we rotated those guys a little bit more than we normally do in place of each other. And then near the end, we just started mixing them all in because they needed blows.
Was Coney in coverage on the interception?
No, Coney was driving, and he saw the quarterback and saw he was trying to get it out quick. And he just kind of jumped up and made the play.
Ron, can you kind of speak to the importance overall of a win as opposed to going 1-6 to finally getting going?
It's huge because it's one of those things that you can build momentum off of. We've been close a couple of times. We just didn't play to our abilities. Today we played to our abilities, and we could have had some better things happen for us. There's some things that still need to get fixed up. I'm most certainly going to look at what happened in the red zone a couple of times when we had to kick field goals. You get down in the red zone, you got to score touchdowns, especially against a dynamic offense like this. And you don't want to give them a chance to come back, or at least think they can come back. And they did a nice job of fighting to the end.
Any concern with Khalil?
No, the first thing I was told, he sprained his shoulder, and so that's all I have on that. And the other one was Shaq, and I was told he sprained his knee. And those are the only two that I know. And we'll find out once they see the doctors.
Ron, you go from 8 sacks or so in the day. I know Sean did a great job making the calls. Was there any change though as far as trying to get pressure at least early on in the contest from the quarterback? No,
it was by design. I thought Eric and his guys did a nice job this week. Again, I really do. I think coming off the bye was great for our guys. They seemed to take it to heart. They got away, and then they came back, and they seemed to be rejuvenated. And a big win like this is something that hopefully we can build momentum as we go forward.
Knowing everything that Thomas has been through, recoveries from surgeries and the broken arm last year, was it sweeter to the team, you think, to watch him rumble into the end zone
Oh,
like that?
absolutely. I think anytime Thomas steps up and makes plays, I think I think the guys really do appreciate that because he works so hard, and not because of really just what he's come through and all that, but just because he is one of the heart and soul players on this team, and I think everybody's really thrilled for him.
Surprised to hear that's his first career touchdown.
Yeah, I really was, and it's kind of neat that he got that opportunity, and hopefully it's just the start of a few more.
Feel a little bit like a weight was lifted today?
Yeah, it does. And again, because we've done some good things and we are better, but you are what your record says, and we've got to continue to roll now. Our objective is to win and win at a time. So we got to enjoy this. Once we get done with press conference tomorrow, we'll start in on our next opponent. Okay, thank you guys.